For me personally, my rugby experience started in September 1970, Llanelli playing Pontypridd, and I took part in that ritual of my father taking me hand in hand to see my first ever rugby game. And from then on, I was smitten and bitten, and I followed the team ever since. Rugby was first played in Llanelli at People's Park, right in the centre of town. Ever since then, it's been the working people's game, right at the centre of their lives. From a mention in an Australian newspaper in Edwardian days to the release of a dance version in the 21st century, Sosban Fach is a robust classic. But where does it come from? A rugby cathedral, an iconic stadium, a statement, home from home. Stradey Park has seen decades of drama and foundries full of emotion. They were the only rugby team from the UK to be invited to the World Youth Games in Moscow 1957, and Llanelli reached the final. Getting there and back was fun as well. New Zealand, Canada, Australia, Argentina, Japan, South Africa, just some of the countries who played in Llanelli town, cementing the Scarlets as a name in world rugby.
Y bêl hirgrwn ac yn cael cwmni'r awdur Alun Gibbard sy'n newydd ysgrifennu cofiant ar gyn-hyfforddwr y Llewod a Llanelli y diweddar Carwyn James. Into the Wind, The Life of Carwyn James. Wel, croeso cynnes ato ni, Alun. Ac mae'r llyfr yn amserol iawn gyda'r Llewod ar daith draw yn Sela Newydd ar hyn o bryd yn trio efelychu camp fawr Carwyn a'i dîm nôl yn 70. Dod â llawer o falchder iddo fe a'i deulu.
O, yn sicr, wariodd ei dîm ysgolion Cymru yn y lle cyntaf. Capten tîm ysgolion Cymru. Gwedyn fe ath ymlaen. Dim ond 2 waith i chwarae dros Cymru, oherwydd oedd yr athrylydd, a ddefnyddio'r gair yna eto. Cliff Morgan yn cadw fe mas o'r tîm. Ond fe gafodd y 2 gap. And fe fuodd e wedyn yn dylanwadu ar y fforddi yng Nghymru a wedyn y Llewod fel ni newydd dweud. Oedd e'n
glamp o gofiant. A teitl hefyd sydd mor addas, Into the Wind, ynddo fe. Ac felly mae'r pris yn 14.99, felly diolch o galon.
Diolch yn fawr.
Mae werth pob ceinog.
Diolch o galon.
And next to me is Henry Darby-Cook.
Alun Gibbard has joined us and Christina Rees is still with us. So, you've written a book about a Welsh rugby legend.
Yes, I have. Yes, Carwyn James, the only Lions coach ever to successfully coach a Lions party to a Test Series victory in New Zealand. And he did that in 1971 when they won the Test Series with a team full of stars. And in a way that, well, we've lost sight of, unfortunately, a little bit. It was great, open, flowing rugby with the ball moving where it should be moving. And yeah, Carwyn was the man behind that, and I spent the last 3 years trying to understand the man. Famous victory against the All Blacks in 1972. My interest in sport is how it connects with community. It's a social history link between sport that I like. And why does Llanelli and the whole of South Wales have that link with sport? And how does it link with the way that the communities feed into the club, etc., etc.? So I wanted to look at that game and the impact of it on the town and on the community and on the rest of Wales as well. So anyway, I wrote that book. It went fairly well. And then after writing, I was sitting at home just kind of thinking back over it and just doing a little bit of a self-post-mortem, if such a thing is possible. But and started to think, is there a biography of Carwyn James? Because he was the coach of that club game, and I knew of him. Briefly worked for 6 months with him in the BBC when I started my working life. So I knew of him, obviously, and then made some inquiries, in other words, went on Google, and found out that, no, there wasn't a biography as such. There were 2 volumes, there were commemorative volumes, but not a full, proper, traditional biography. So I knocked on the door of the publisher and told them exactly what I've just told you. And they contacted the Welsh Books Council, and the Books Council and the publishers between them said, this has to be rectified. And there it is.